Welcome to our journey back in time to ancient Greece, where we'll uncover the deadly diseases that once ravaged this great civilization. While the Greeks built magnificent temples, forged groundbreaking philosophies, and waged legendary wars, an unseen enemy lurked among them. Join us in Untamed and Unforgotten as we delve into the annals of history, peeling back the layers of time to reveal the microscopic foes that shaped the destiny of a civilization. The year is 430 BC. Athens, at the height of its power, finds itself locked in a bitter conflict with Sparta. But a new enemy emerges, one that cares nothing for the ambitions of men. A devastating plague, its origins shrouded in mystery, sweeps through the densely populated city of Athens. Thucydides, the great historian of the Peloponnesian War, provides us with a chilling account. The plague, thought by many modern scholars to be typhus, strikes first with a searing fever, a relentless heat that consumes its victims from within. The eyes burn red, a terrifying reflection of the inferno raging within. The once proud citizens of Athens, reduced to weeping masses of agony, are left to die in the streets. The plague of Athens serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of human civilization, even at its zenith. While the plague of Athens may be the most infamous of ancient Greek ailments, a more insidious threat lurked in the shadows: malaria. This silent killer, spread by the bite of infected mosquitoes, thrived in the marshlands and wetlands that dotted the Greek landscape. For the people of ancient Greece, unaware of the true nature of this disease, malaria was a constant source of fear and misery. The symptoms of malaria, often mistaken for other ailments, would strike with terrifying regularity. A sudden onset of chills followed by a raging fever left victims weak and delirious. The ancient Greeks, lacking the tools to combat this microscopic enemy, were left at the mercy of the disease. Malaria, a relentless stalker, preyed on the weak and the strong alike. The Greeks, their bodies weakened by recurring bouts of the disease, were less able to resist other illnesses. In the heart of ancient Greece, where bustling cities thrived on trade and commerce, another insidious enemy lurked: typhoid fever. This deadly disease, spread through contaminated water and food, thrived in environments where sanitation was poor and hygiene practices were limited. Typhoid fever, caused by the bacterium Salmonella typhi, spreads through the fecal-oral route. In ancient Greece, where sanitation systems were often rudimentary, contaminated water sources such as wells and streams became breeding grounds for this deadly bacterium. The symptoms of typhoid fever, often mimicking other illnesses, made it difficult to diagnose in its early stages. A persistent fever, headache, and muscle aches were often the first signs of infection, leaving victims feeling weak and listless. The lack of effective treatment options for typhoid fever made it a terrifying diagnosis in ancient Greece. The impact of typhoid fever on ancient Greek society was significant. Tuberculosis, a disease that has plagued humanity for millennia, also cast its shadow over ancient Greece. This debilitating respiratory illness, caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium tuberculosis, spread through the air, infecting the lungs and other organs. Tuberculosis, known in ancient Greece as phthisis, was a slow and insidious killer. The disease often began with a persistent cough, often accompanied by chest pain and difficulty breathing. As the infection progressed, victims would experience fatigue, weight loss, and night sweats, their bodies wasting away as the bacteria ravaged their lungs. Treatment options for tuberculosis in ancient Greece were limited and often ineffective. Rest, fresh air, and a nutritious diet were prescribed. But these measures could only offer a glimmer of hope in the face of this relentless disease. The impact of tuberculosis on ancient Greek society was profound. Leprosy, a chronic infectious disease caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium leprae, cast a long shadow over ancient Greece. This disfiguring disease, affecting primarily the skin, nerves, upper respiratory tract, eyes and testes, led to fear, isolation, and profound social stigma. Leprosy, known in ancient Greece as elephantiasis or leontiasis, manifested in a variety of ways. Some individuals experienced skin lesions that were hypopigmented and numb, while others developed thickened, stiff or dry skin. The disease could also affect the peripheral nerves, leading to muscle weakness and loss of sensation, particularly in the hands and feet. The social consequences of a leprosy diagnosis in ancient Greece were devastating. Those afflicted with the disease were often ostracized from their communities, declared legally unclean, and forced to live in isolated colonies or leper houses. The story of leprosy in ancient Greece serves as a reminder of the devastating impact of stigma and the importance of compassion and understanding. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. We have journeyed back in time to ancient Greece, a civilization that continues to captivate our imaginations with its art, philosophy, and enduring legacy. But as we have seen, the Greeks, like all civilizations throughout history, faced their share of challenges, including the constant threat of infectious diseases. From the devastating plague of Athens to the insidious grip of malaria, typhoid fever, tuberculosis, and leprosy, these diseases shaped the course of ancient Greek history, influencing everything from warfare to social customs. By understanding the challenges they faced, we gain a deeper appreciation for the resilience of the human spirit and the remarkable achievements of this ancient civilization. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the past, for in the echoes of ancient plagues, we find not only tales of suffering and loss, but also stories of courage, innovation, and the enduring human spirit's will to survive. Thank you for watching Untamed and Unforgotten. Please subscribe and like for more, or comment anything else that fascinates the human mind.